So, this summer we are getting full access to the CS2 version of the game. But what will it contain exactly? Of course, we will be getting new lighting on skins, better effects in-game. Of course, the smokes change is pretty big, but what else? Well, a lot is still unclear for now. Like they say on the CS2 website, there is more to come. But what is that exactly? Well, of course, CS2 will give us loads of overhauls and other improvements that we haven't seen yet in the game, but that is not what I want to talk about today. I want to show why I think the CS2 update might just be combined with an operation. Yes, that's right, I'm saying we might get the CS2 update with everything that we've already seen plus more, and an operation with new skins and a battle pass to follow and way more. And I know you will be skeptical of that, but just hear me out. But first, today's video sponsor, Market CSGO. They are a popular P2P marketplace with over 100k daily trades. They just revamped their entire site, including better search options and analysis features. Go to the cheaper than on Steam tab to buy items miles cheaper than on Steam. To list your items, you need to download their official Market app client, which ensures safe deals for you. The client sends and cancels all the trades automatically, which means you don't have to worry about any risk. Go to your dashboard to set up an account, simply update your inventory and select items you want to list on the market. There are many deposit and withdrawal methods available like Visa, Ideal, Apple Pay, crypto and a lot of other options. You can withdraw your money instantly as soon as someone buys your item. There's also currently a 30 knives giveaway running on their site, so even if you don't have skins right now, make sure to check out the site with the link in the description. So, an operation. It's an inevitability, but yet also always fleeting. Always moving away seemingly at the same speed as it's coming towards us. Why haven't we had an operation yet, first of all? Well, that dates back all the way back to the beginning of the last operation, Operation Riptide. The most general operation ever, but it was pretty influential at the time. That was due to the close proximity to the operation before that, since people were getting scared we would have too many skins pumped into the game by the new operations. The time between Broken Fang and Riptide was less than 5 months, which means one operation every year. That means since Riptide has 4 collections and a case, a lot of new skins entering the market every year. And everyone knows more supply and the same demand equals a lower price, which was what everyone was scared of. That was the big scary thing that everyone was thinking was gonna happen. Valve killing the market by releasing too many operations because they were just too damn greedy. Valve saw this too and decided to slow their roll again. They did it after Hydra, they are doing it now and they will probably do it again in the future. This allowed them to work more on CS2, on other projects and also hopefully on creating a slightly more exciting and interesting operation this time around, although I doubt it because they sell really well anyway, so not really a reason to do it, but if they want to keep us engaged and happy, hopefully they did put some effort into it. So they were waiting, but why does that mean they have to do it now or this summer with the CS2 update? Well, there are a lot of reasons. First of all, Valve knows the CS2 update will be underwhelming, or at least overhyped and less impactful than people thought. There will be good things about it too, but the chance for people to be disappointed is very big. We could have lower FPS, worse performance, there could be more bugs, there could be a lot of problems with the game. So with that big of a risk, how do you cover it? After all, there will be loads of media attention and hype surrounding the game during the release of CS2, and if people get disappointed, that could end quite badly. Well, one way to deal with it is to give a distraction, like the new operation. It will give people things to do in-game, new skins to check out, and hopefully also a story mode to follow, and at least things to do in-game, which you have to do to get the stars to actually do the operation pass. In general, a lot of good things to check out the CS2 update in a good light. Haha, funny light, you get it. It distracts us from bugs and other problems, and it gives us something good and fun to look forward to every week. Since we are on the subject of Source 2 hype now anyways, what is the one thing Valve cares about most? Right, you can say it with me. Money. I have very good sources suggesting that the following is exactly what happened at a strategy meeting somewhere at Valve HQ about CS. Okay, so we can expect big hype. Massive attention for the game. Maybe 1 million more people playing the game. There is a lot of potential profit there, so how do we make the most amount of money from those people? Well, we've got cases, but they will always be there, and they are nothing new. They already existed. We need something new, something fresh, something attention-grabbing with a good trailer and a ton of new skins. Of course, we need an operation. Yes, that sounds like an awesome plan. The operation not only gives new players some easy way to pay little money to get loads of goodies, it also turns them into long-term players, since they will have to keep coming back every week to complete the missions. Plus, operations usually last 16 weeks, which is nearly a quarter of a year. And doing that is quite easy, since most likely the operation will be profitable again if done properly. Also, that means being invested in the game and the operation, which will grow the game in a major way. Instead of just having one spike with the CS2 and going straight back down to regularly normal levels, an operation combined with the CS2 update would actually convert a lot of that hype into actual long-term growth for the game and more people actually playing for longer amounts of time, which means more people playing, opening cases and spending money in other ways. Releasing an operation with Source 2 is a tactical decision for our game, and it would be dumb of us not to do it, right? Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying, but you should still do it, my guy. Oh, maybe? So sure, tactically for the game, an operation could be the best thing to do with the CS2 update, and it will also make Valve loads of money. But if that was it, there wouldn't be enough to make an entire video about. But there's a lot more, and of course there is. First of all, there were some new skins found in the CS2 beta version of the game, which resemble the rough tiers of Counter-Strike Operation collections quite clearly. You have your greys, light blues, purples, pinks, and even the reds. Of course, these skins could just be testing skins to see what Source 2 will do to those textures. But they also could have just used the existing skins they needed to make them in CS2 anyway, so that makes little sense. Some of these skins do feel a little unfinished, rough around the edges, or just not suitable for release since we already have something really similar. Anyways, but there are some actual pearls in there that we could definitely see in the next operation. For example, the Nova Fade. They did a UMP Fade last time with Riptide, so they could very well release another one with the next operation. Also, the M4A1S Gamma Doppler would be a perfect red of a collection, although I would love for them to put it in a collection like the Dust 2 or Mirage collection, since that would make the M4 Gamma Doppler Emerald very, very, very rare. They would probably be put in a collection like the Train collection though, so that they will be more easily achievable again, like last time. And another thing, there were also 2 knives found in the game files, which could be part of the new operation case, since operation cases always introduce a new set of knives or gloves. They are literally only introduced during operations, so unless Valve makes a Source 2 case with the exception of bringing new knives, which is also an option. I don't really see any other option though here than that there is an operation in the works right now. Why Valve would have left these items in the game files is up to anyone's guess. It could be on purpose to f with us, which they love doing, or just simply to create more hype. But by far the most likely scenario is Valve equals lazy. Valve is just lazy. They just forgot to check, and they just left them in there. But there are more reasons. One thing to consider is the timing. It has been a long time since we have gotten an operation. Currently, we've been waiting for 611 days since the last operation was released, and that is already the second longest gap we have ever had by quite a while. Now, the chance of Valve releasing an operation before the CS2 update is quite small, so the next chance they have is with the CS2 update. Now, when will that update be? Well, we don't have a date yet, but we know it will be somewhere this summer. The summer is actually defined by a beginning date and an end date, which we can use here. Here you can see all the operations CSGO has ever had, their dates, and the time between the release of that operation and the last. You can clearly see that the gaps are usually a couple hundred days at most. Now I have to put in the earliest they can give us the CS2 update and the latest they could bring it to us. Now either way the gap is really big. Way bigger than any other gap apart from the one fluke with Hydra, which we seem to be heading really close to again anyway. Now other options for releasing another operation are quite sparse. We also have to take into account the next major, which will be in March of 2024. And Valve don't like releasing an operation and a major at the same time. Those things steal each other's attention, leaving Valve only the CS2 update or somewhere in the winter of 2023 or 2024. That could also be an option, but that would make the gap even bigger, turning it into nearly a copy of what happened after Operation Hydra. Valve make loads of money from operations, so they don't have major reasons to push it back even further. For them, it's better if it's earlier on. In short, they are running out of time, and time is money. So Valve is most likely releasing an operation with the CS2 update, or at least that would be by far the most likely outcome here. But I've learned from my mistakes in the past, I know to never promise anything. So please make your own informed decisions without blaming me if Valve releases an operation tomorrow. After all, I was wrong about CSGO's operation release date before. But what will the next operation case contain? You might assume new skins and a new set of knives with the OG finishes, but in this video I tell you why it would be even more likely that Valve actually bring out new glove finishes in the case. If you want to buy something off of Buff163 for 100% buff price in cash or trade, buy or sell any item, hit me up on Steam or Twitter. I'm always happy to help. Leave any questions in the comments, I try to react to most people. If you're still watching, you are truly awesome. Thank you, goodbye.